Ladies and gentlemen, for my first time meeting him as well, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. John Ratzenberger. Yeah, there is a staircase over here that I don't believe you have on your side.
No, I don't, so I'm going.
Come around.
Oh. Hi. I'm going over to the staircase now. There's one on that side, but not on that side. Hey, Evan, how you doing?
I think they give it to you on your side where you're walking up from.
That's no. John Ratzenberger, he calls me his buddy.
Oh, boy. Good. How are you?
Thanks. I'm gonna steal that mic.
Makes no difference to me.
He's already thrown me off my game. For those of you who, I'm sure you all know who Mr. John Ratzenberger is.
Everybody knows his name.
Everybody, right. We all think that he's, we all know him first from Cheers as Cliff Clavin. Correct? Which is incredible. But we're here for your Disney stuff. This is a Disney crowd.
I was in some Pixar movies.
Just one or two?
Couple.
So I'm going to just start off with, first of all, my favorite of you is Hamm. Hamm is my favorite.
I like it baked or. Ham, I like ham too. I like bacon better.
At what point in your career how did you become the voice of these Pixar characters that we love? Where did this start? How did it happen?
With John Lasseter and Andrew Stanton. 26 years ago.
Are these people you knew, or you went to an audition?
Yeah, they ran Pixar.
You're over in Cheers. How did you get to them?
I just got a phone call because they were using the Cliffy Voice for Hamm when they were rendering Hamm. Hey, yes. And so they just called me.
Okay, so as they're animating him, they already have you in mind.
Correct.
Oh. Did you know this while they were doing it, or you found out?
I did not know.
Okay, so it's only natural that they contacted you to do it. You are the best one for it.
Well, it makes sense. Because they were rendering and using the mannerisms, you know, with the eyebrow going over, you know, so, and I got that off of a cop in my hometown. we had a local policeman. He was the father of a buddy of mine, but he thought he was Dick Tracy. And all for you younger people, Dick Tracy was a very famous comic detective, you know, and so, but this guy thought he was, you know, like the head of the FBI, but he was a traffic cop. But he'd always say, if I go over with my bicycle, say, hey, Johnny, come here. And I'd have to walk over, he'll put his arm around my shoulder, he goes, you know, that bicycle here, there's out of code. Out of code. You're supposed to have double reflectors on and he'll go through this whole litany. And I just had to bite my lip because I'd start laughing. But that's where Cliff came from.
You're like everybody's uncle. Like, we all would love to have you as an uncle. I have that feeling.
I'm a good uncle. Really, I mean, I won't teach your kids how to drink or smoke, but I'm a better grandfather, I think.
How many grandkids do you have?
4.
God bless.
I know what, shoot.
One of the voices that you did that I did not actually know until I looked up on Wikipedia just to make sure I got all the voices was the Underminer. I didn't know that was you.
I am the Underminer.
That was one of my favorite voices.
Yeah, because I had to put gravel in that voice because the Underminer is always in dirt. That's where that comes from.
I didn't even think of that.
See, huh?
I think I read somewhere that you actually loved P.T. Flea.
Yeah, I just love the character because he's so unleashed. He's so avaricious that he'd sell his grandmother for a nickel. He wouldn't bat an eye. Just no flaming death today. We're gonna make $1 million. And to him, that's all there is. It's you know, his blinders, it's all he sees.
Cliff, I gotta stop you because I'm learning something. I thought I had a good vocabulary. Avaricious? That's new to me. I like it. Is that what the word?
Yeah, I read a book once. They have a lot of words in his books.
Avaricious, I'm going to use that. The PT flea is avaricious.
Avarice comes from avarice.
Listen, I did honors in college, but I didn't get avaricious.
What college did you go to?
Community college.
Anybody can do honors.
I should have stuck regular.
Yeah, community.
You were born in Connecticut?
Yeah.
How long did you stay up?
Until I was about 18 or 19, then I got a job on a fishing boat. I was a deckhand for a while, and then from there, went up to North Vermont. I was a carpenter, house framer. And
Could you imagine the conversations between the other house framers? And they're like, remember that guy that was putting up the house? He's on TV now. He's doing voices for
I
cars.
still know.
Really? That's great.
Yeah. And from there I went over to England to visit for a week. Ended up staying 10 years.
Wow.
Did you like staying there? I mean,
No,
did you
I
like
hated
living
it.
there?
That's why I stayed 10 years.
Maybe it was a job that kept you there.
In your community college, you think,
I see a pattern here.
we call it common sense. I wasn't in prison. No, I stayed there.
Would you, if you didn't have a choice job-wise, would you prefer to live in the UK or prefer to live here?
Oh, Ireland.
Yes.
You came across the sea to Ireland. And have you been? Obviously, you've been.
I've been.
Oh, isn't that nice?
It's amazing.
And the people are so warm, so friendly, and so drunk. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. But that's probably where I live.
And you were on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
That's amazing. How was that? Did you take to that quick, or did you say, what, are they crazy? I mean, how did that come about? Were you always a dancer?
I always liked dancing, yeah. Tap dance and all that stuff. But they called me the very last second because some guy couldn't take it physically. And so he dropped out. And I asked the producer, I said, how much time do I have to learn the dance? He said, 2 days. Everybody else had 3 weeks. I said, sure. Because to me it was a win-win. You know, if I really stunk up the joint, he could say to the millions of people watching, well, John only had 2 days. And let's give him a round of applause. And if I did a good job, it'll be, wow, he did this in 2 days. So it was a win-win for me, so I said yes.
How long did you stay on the show for?
Oh, 9 weeks.
That's amazing. Round of applause for that.
The girl, the instructor, my partner, she was wonderful. Etita Slavinska. And she was really nervous because I really had only a day because they took up a whole day with publicity and stuff, and costume, you know, this and that. So I really had a day to learn the dance. And she was so nervous. And she said, no, when you do this, and you do this. I said, listen, I'll first tell my feet what to do. Then my feet will tell my ankles. We'll work up. So eventually we'll get to all this stuff. But right now I'm just about at the knees. And so and I didn't really learn the thing until the band started, the cameras are rolling, and that's the first time I did it correctly.
Is it one of these things that, were you nervous about it, or did you just go into it full force?
I mean, what are they going to do, shoot you?
That's exactly what I thought about. They said, I'm going to moderate this panel.
What's the worst that could
They might shoot me, though. I want to take questions from the audience. You okay with that?
You want me to leave?
No. You okay with that? Good?
Huh?
You okay with that?
Oh, boy, here we go.
It's very informal here. We're all friends.
Okay.
Who do we? Back right there. Come on.
That's me.
Yeah, you can. If you can say it, I can hear
This
it.
is the lady who bought my lunch today.
I did.
Wow.
I actually really don't have a question. I'm going to make it up as I go.
But I think it's because of the cologne I'm wearing.
Yeah, are you single? Because you got lunch.
Oh, I am now.
Well, I don't know. I love ham. My 3-year-old daughter loves
Hey,
ham.
both of you should go out and get a sandwich.
I like bacon nuggets. You're right. You're right. I don't know. Wall-E is one of my favorite Pixar movies ever. And so how did it feel like working with robots in space?
Do we all hear the question?
How did it feel working with robots in space?
You know they're cartoons.
Enlighten me.
Oh yeah, well we had to work with the robots for 2 months. We had to go to a special laboratory.
I never got to go to space with no training, so you know.
William who?
Star Trek.
Oh, Bill Shatner, sure.
He went with no training.
Well, all you have to do is sit down. I mean, I could do that.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Thank you.
Questions.
Thank you for lunch, though.
My pleasure. Thank you for being here.
Oh, shit.
So you, sir?
So,
Oh, this guy's a real nutcase. Go ahead. Gotta put everybody to sleep.
His shirt is red, but now his face is red.
Okay, fire away.
Go to this side for a moment. Let me just go back to Red Man here and see if we can.
so my question to John was, can you tell us a little bit about your experience with the Star Wars film, like how you got into that?
Yeah, asking about Star Wars experience for
The
us.
Star Wars experience.
Well, Star Wars, and again, I wish I could make something up that's halfway interesting. I was living in London, and got the call, they gave me a part in Star Wars, and I drove to the studio, and somebody goes, okay, uniform or wooden, so go make up, and I'd already had the script, and the guys, I think they call him director, okay, stand over here, and say what you're gonna say, and then I went home. So that pretty much wraps it. No, actually, that was pretty close to it. The thing that always passed into me was the construction of the sets, because it was it looked like it was miles away, but it was truly just like the other side of this room. But the way they had graduated down, declining size, it looked like it was miles away. And I was just fascinated by that, how they did that.
Hello, Sue.
Hi, Sue.
Hey, Sue.
Hi. So, of all the Pixar characters you've voiced,
Yeah.
who was your favorite? Who did you have the most fun doing?
Did we go over that already? You want to ask that question?
No.
P.T. Fleet.
P.T. Flea, he was avaricious.
So next time, show up earlier. Yeah, you're busy. You never would have made it in my school.
Definitely not. I'm not your class.
My very good friend Lou.
John, thank you for being here, and you've played so many iconic roles, both on TV and as a voice actor, that spans multiple generations.
You want to say that I know that?
It's like a Wikipedia when you're.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
The impact, especially positive, that you had literally on generations of people.
You're gonna go, no.
No, I worry, when I get up in the morning, I kind of worry about where my socks are. Where the hell did I put them? I had a matching pair somewhere. Well, you know, the funny stat is it's a job. You do your job the best you can, you go home. Same thing with Pixar. I had no idea it was going to turn out to be what it was. But you don't really give a lot of thought to that. But also, they still charge me at the grocery store for if I was that big of a deal, they'd give me stuff for free.
You got lunch. She's bought you lunch.
Well, yeah.
Started.
But no, I mean, out there, if I'm buying a car or something.
I'm not with you all the time, I'm sorry.
Next time. But
If
no,
you hire me as your assistant, I'll buy you lunch all the time.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll meet you in words. The next stop is Boston.
I like witches.
Huh?
I like witches.
No, that's Salem.
Right?
I'm gonna have to get a geography.
I read the same book.
But anyway, to answer your question, I guess there are actors who think that they're a big deal. But also, celebrity is not the same as being famous. You know, you're a household name and all that. That's fame. Celebrity is just this much of time. So I never really took it all that seriously.
I think you might be selling yourself short. I think like a Laurel and Hardy.
I'm 5'10".
I think we're gonna remember the voice of some of these
You will,
Pixar
but one day
characters.
they'll be throwing dirt on your casket.
Yeah, but hopefully the kids will after us too. Still remember these Pixar characters.
Well, okay, all right. How about what's the famous voice actor from Bugs Bunny and
Melbourne, yeah.
Mel what?
No.
Blanc. Okay. Well, kids today at 10 years old have never heard of Mel Blanc. They're still watching the cartoons. Yeah,
I can
all right,
rate
rest
kids
my
better.
case, Your
John.
Yes, hi. Love the Abominable Snowman from Monsters, Inc. What was it like coming back into work on the series?
Did they take you back to do a series for the
Yeah,
Abominable
I
Snowman?
do the same character in Monsters at Work series.
Yeah.
It's written and directed by Bob's Ganaway. That's his first name, Bob's. Because his mother's maiden name was Roberts. And they named him Roberts. That's his first name. So they call him Bob's. Yeah, but he's really good at what he does. But anyway, the question is, how is it different, or what did it feel like?
Yeah,
I'm
what is...
surprised that they called you back to do it again.
No, I just thank God that the phone still works. But no, it's really the same situation. You walk into the sound stage, and they have a script, and you read it, and then the director says, well, but I came up with a new system. Actually, this is my Pixar stuff, where they'd have you say a line, and then in the booth you have a director, producer, a bunch of people huddling, talking about it, and then finally they come back and say, okay, John, try it again, but put more emphasis on about. Okay, and so you do it. So finally I got to the point of saying, look, why don't I just give you 5 different readings of the same line? And then you pick the one that's the closest, or maybe it hits the mark. So now pretty much everybody uses that system, because it gives the actor a chance to get on a roll, and you're not stopping every 2 minutes to discuss it and slow things down. So it actually works.
We can experience them in the theme parks, like Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios, or Cars Land at California Adventure. And I'd love to know if you've had a chance to experience either of those yourself.
Oh yeah, I built them. I built the foundation. No, yeah, I've been on those rides. Yeah.
Which one's your favorite, Slinky Dog or maybe Sauces?
The one where you squirt water? Yeah, that's, again, I don't know what it's called.
Toy Story.
Toy Story Mania?
Yeah.
Okay. The one where you squirt water? Yeah, that's the one.
And one last question for you, John. You mentioned directing. Is it anything that we will see in the future, or something that you can share with us that you're directing?
I'm not directing anything now, but it was a show called Cheers.
Oh, you directed episodes of Cheers.
Yeah. And the Burt Reynolds thing, what was it called? Evening Shade. Sister. A bunch of about 50, 60 shows. I just forget.
But if there was upcoming stuff to direct, you would try to get into that again?
They call.
I have to tell you, this was
I'm good at it.
absolutely incredible for me to be up here. Thank you.
Woo!
Nice motor.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.